Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Welcome back to the Izekson Amido YouTube Sports channel, where we give analysis on the trending sports news that are making headlines in the entire world. Today, I will be talking about the game of Manchester United against Crystal Palace that was played yesterday. For a long time, Manchester United had such a good performance since the start of the season. I think this is their best performance so far, in that we had not seen Manchester United possess a ball or possess the ball to the ball position of 69% against 31% against Crystal Palace. As I told you earlier in some of our previous videos, that Manchester United's decline has been in the poor performance of the midfield. However, if Manchester United had returned the likes of Sofyan Amrabat and the likes of Mason Mount, Manchester United could improve. It was felt yesterday when Sofyan Amrabat was introduced for his first debut. Remember previously against Burnley, he came on as a substitute in the 86th minute. However, this time he started the game. First and foremost, we are going to talk about his importance and his role on the team. This Sofyan Amrabat, so for followers of football, you know him very well. In the Moroccan side that reached the semi-finals of the World Cup in Qatar. There is that style of play that he brings in the midfield. First and foremost, he adds value to the attack, he adds value to the wingers, and even adds value in the midfield, that he can link up play with the defense and even the striking force. That's what was felt yesterday. He did not start typically in the midfield. He started on the left flank. But however, as Manchester United was having the ball, this Sofyan Amrabat, the 27-year-old Moroccan play midfielder, or the midfield general, all Manchester United fans in the entire world felt his grim or his importance. And some of them were saying that even if Bruno Fernandes doesn't return, they have gotten impact of what this man can offer on the field. He started in the left flank. It's for the first time that this season that we have seen Harry Maguire have a game when he's calm to the maximum. As reason being that the midfield of yesterday of Casemiro and the Mount, there is a way they maintain the ball in the midfield, and they could not allow the Crystal Palace defense or the Crystal Palace attacking side impact more pressure on Manchester United's defense. For yesterday, even goalkeeper Onana was on holiday. I think this is one of his best performances of the season, that Manchester United has kept another clean sheet. Those are 2 games in a row. Previously, you remember that Manchester United hasn't been performing all that better. But as per now, at least you can feel the grim, you can feel the importance, you can feel the desire, you can feel the motivation that even Eric Ten Hag right now, the pressure is going away from him. I remember when we came into the Burnley game, Manchester United, when he was playing at Turf Moor, even others had predicted that if he had lost that game, would be sacked. But yesterday, he had even more calm, that even in the second half, he came even when the team had played 4 minutes, showcasing that he had felt more release of pressure after this man, Sofyan Amrabat. Remember, he is on loan from Fiorentina on a season-long loan, but I think with such performances, if are replicated on the pitch, Manchester United could permanently sign this midfield general. That even yesterday, the League Cup play, the likes of the likes of Anthony Martial, who was leading the flank, the likes of Alejandro Garnacho, the likes of Mason Mount, you could see them in the game. That because there was much pressing in the midfield, the likes of Casemiro really hyped up the game. Previously, I was one of the few people who was criticizing his performance as Casemiro. That the Casemiro we have this season is not the Casemiro we had the previous season. Though sometimes he has more advantage that he involves himself in the goal scoring opportunities. I remember those 2 goals that he scored against Bayern Munich when Bayern beat Manchester United 4-3. Even yesterday, you can see that Manchester United was placing the ball towards Crystal Palace. You couldn't imagine that Crystal Palace had come in this game until some few minutes when Crystal Palace, I think, crossed the center line of Manchester United. The goal came in earlier, around the 21st minute, when Alejandro Garnacho scored a goal. Then later on, because of the placing, Manchester United got a corner, scored another goal. That was through Casemiro, a corner from Mason Mount. And then last around the 75th minute, Anthony Martial also scored another goal. Such a beautiful goal that ever since this season, we haven't seen him anywhere. But it is until yesterday that he showcased desire, pledge, enthusiasm towards football, that even Manchester United fans in the entire world, we are left happy with his performances. We hope with such performances, if Manchester United continues with such display that they showcased yesterday, they can improve both in the Champions League and even in the Premier League. Remember, currently, they are sitting in 9th position. Crystal Palace is sitting in 10th position. And these 2 people, or these 2 teams, will again play themselves in the weekend. So there anything can happen. But Roy Hodgson had some injuries. However, despite the fact that they had some injuries, Manchester United this time really had a good game. And credit, I will give it to that man, Sofyan Amrabat, who controlled both from the left flank and even in the midfield. There was style of play, there was courtesy, there was enthusiasm, there was desire, there was life, and the team really looked to be in better shape. That's what I can say upon Sofyan Amrabat. I think if he performs with the best beyond this, Manchester United can improve. That's what I just wanted to communicate to you today. Till then, I'm Sofyan Ambrabat, the Sports Encyclopedia. I'm out for now.